Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Fat Man Buddha. I know that it's been a while. Actually, it's only been like 3, 4 days, but still, to me, it's like, man, it's been a while. I've just been trying to do multiple projects at one time. Like, I'm trying to still do this, and I'm still trying to do the whole conspiracy thing, but I want to do the conspiracy thing different because I feel like everybody's putting up the same videos, and no one's really trying to come up with solutions for it. And also, I'm still doing the whole reparation series of why there's only one way to get our reparations. And hey, if you want to know how, man, go check out my videos, man. I already put up part two. A few people saw it, man. Appreciate the views, man. I hope y'all keep coming back. Like I said, man, you don't have to like, share, subscribe. I'm not trying to be monetized. I'm just trying to get information out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to get information out here. And, I'm just trying to find intelligent people that's ready to move the conversation forward. Whether they look like me or they look like a homunculus chimera, I just want to move the conversation forward, you know. But I do want to get back into these lives. I do want to get back into doing these type of series that keeps people informed, man. Because there's not a lot of YouTube channels out there that's keeping you informed about what's going on around you, like politically. Everybody doing conspiracy theories, but no one's doing uh political videos. And I'm wondering, like, why? Like, y'all brave enough to put up aliens on your channel, but you're not brave enough to call out the things that's happening in government. That's strange to me, man. But anyway, without further ado, man, welcome back to the greatest channel that you never have to subscribe to, man. And let's get into it, man. Let's start this discussion, man. Oh, so yeah, yeah. Um, First of all, if you're gonna try to get into the White House, don't use a U-Haul truck. And especially, that was the dumbest thing in the world. You're gonna take a 16-foot long truck and try to make a 90-degree turn and try to have enough ramming force to knock down the gate. You have to be smart, man. They were just trying to cause attention. Did you see the Nazi flag on the ground? You understand? They're trying to get you ready for them to tell the truth about how Nazis are in the White House. But yeah, like I said, man, if you watch my videos, Nazis have been in the White House. You understand? Why you think that they spread out the Nazi flag like that in front of the White House? And then they try to say there was a Mexican that had the flag. It would have made more sense if they said a Cuban, because don't forget that the Cubans were part of the Communist Party, but at the same time, a Mexican had the Nazi flag. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. They trying to let you know, like I said, Freemasons, they can't talk to you the way that me and you talk, but they have to talk in code at all times, even with a grand display.
Problem with Trump and his fellow Republicans is that they treat the Constitution like they treat the Bible. But the problem is you can't just pick and choose which parts of the Constitution you want to obey.
Funny thing is, they are picking and choosing which parts of the Constitution that they want to obey. They immediately violated the constitutional right, which said that you cannot force vaccination mandates. They are they are a corrupt government. And they're trying to usurp the Second Amendment, so you can't fight back against tyranny or a tyrannical government, which it's been a tyrannical government since the damn 50s. But like I tell people, as long as it was my people, y'all didn't care. Now that everybody's a nigga, not everybody care. Man, I looked on damn Reddit and everybody started showing all these pictures talking about, oh, we're losing such a great country. Shut your dumb ass up, man. Great for who? I just feel like all this is karma at this point because everything that they did to us is happening to them on a grander scale, and I really don't feel bad. I really don't.
I am the chosen one.
Trump gon' beat the case. 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 Bouncing back again. He never lied. He gon' sweep the race. Trump gon' beat the case. 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 Trump gon'
So yeah, Donald Trump has turned himself in, and they still haven't indicted him. They still haven't done anything to make him into a felon. Because if they turn him into a felon, then Joe Biden has to be a felon because Joe Biden did the same thing. He moved all of his government documents to his lodge, his Masonic lodge in Delaware. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is all of some bullshit. This is all some bullshit. Don't forget that Donald Trump is part of the Irish Rite Freemasons. This is a Freemasonic country. All right,
Taliban is our enemy. ISIS
which
is
is
our enemy.
Israel.
We have an area that I brought up with our generals 4 or 5 weeks ago where Taliban is here, ISIS is here, and they're fighting each other. I said, why don't you let them fight? Why are we getting in the middle of it? I said, let them fight. They're both our enemies. Let them fight. Sir, we want to do it. They go in and they end up fighting both of them. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I think I would have been a good general, but who knows?
That's facts. That's facts. Ain't no way in the world that I'm finna get involved if my enemies are gonna kill each other. I'm gonna sit back, boy, and I'm gonna just be like, all right, y'all make sure that y'all be thorough now. You feel me? I'm not finna support either one of them. I'm not finna sit here and hand out weapons. I'm not finna be a dumbass because whoever wins that is gonna come right for me. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch.
Stop it, Diego. We're not going to call them that. We're going to call them MAPs. No. Minor attracted persons. No. So don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. Like I told y'all before, man, pull your kids out of school. Especially if you look like me, man. Pull your fucking kids out of school because point blank period, um, there is a reason why teachers are about to undergo a non-disclosure act in school. There is a reason why schools are secretly not doing background checks on teachers. There is a reason. You understand why they are so heavy on talking about sex in schools with 5-year-olds and 9-year-olds. It's because they are bringing in pedophiles. And if you don't like what I just said, then you got your head, you know what I'm saying? Your head is fucked up as it is. They're bringing in pedophiles to teach your kids. And it's going to get worse.
It has come to my attention that your educators are distributing essentially what is child pornography in the classroom. I've spoken to a judge this evening. She's already confirmed that. So I'm going to give you a simple choice. You either choose to resign from this Board of Education or you will be charged. Thank you.
He's not great as far as campaign skills. He may get there, but he doesn't have them yet.
Who's running his campaign?
The Bushes are all tangled up with him. Bush, that can raise him $1 billion and get him all kinds of money.
Jeb Bush.
George
Bush.
Yeah, they're great.
Karl Rove involved.
Karl Rove.
Karl Rove is involved.
I assume he'll be the coach on the field. I think he is.
But do you know that he's been advising DeSantis?
He's been advising him.
Man, did y'all hear all those big names? I think that the Bushes are a royal family in the Skull and Bones Freemasons. If I'm not mistaken, they are all Skull and Bone Freemasons. So, if you did not know, the Skull and Bone Freemasons are backing Ron DeSantis to be the Republican candidate for president. Know your Masonic houses. It is imperative that you people, especially if you claim to be a conspiracy theorist, it is imperative that you know your Masonic houses. This is a Masonic nation. You understand? Therefore, you must know your Masonic houses. It is imperative.
I'm noticing a disturbing trend here. Big business is working with the government to weaponize against the American people. And, the government says, well, this is okay because we're not violating the Constitution. The big business is doing this voluntarily, and we saw this with the social media companies. But I want to play testimony from a whistleblower who's not here with us today. If you could cue that up about how we've seen, in this instance, one of the biggest corporations in America working with the FBI to violate civil liberties.
I believe it was either on January 7th or 8th, the Bank of America, with no directive from the FBI, data mined its customer base. And data mined a date range of 5 to 7.
Did they just redact the whole confession?
Any BOA who used a BOA product, and by BOA
Look how
product,
scared his lawyer is.
a debit card. They compiled that list, and then on top of that list, they put anyone who had purchased a firearm during any date.
I find that testimony chilling. That was the retired FBI supervisory intelligence analyst, George Hill, who gave us that testimony. And what he said there is the Bank of America.
Pause. Big pause. Did they just redact someone's speech? Did they just SCP someone's speech? They literally did a redaction on someone's testimony on live TV. And you think that you have help in the government, bruh. They just sat here and they just redacted an entire eyewitness who was trying to inform you that the American bank system is cooperating with the U.S. government to help them track the purchases of your guns on all dates. They just sat here and they redacted his whole interview. And you think that you're going to get help from the government. You see how scared his lawyer was? I don't know why he was scared. They redacted all the important information. That's craziness, bruh. Like, bruh, that is amazing, but.
And again, the food security issue. He's been spelling that out the whole time. I want you to know that we in the Congress fully support and take.
I've already said that she was she's either a robot or somebody in a mask. Because first and foremost, we don't age like that. You understand? Like, we don't age to the point where we age like white people and it looks like our fucking skin is about to fall off of us. You understand? So, like I said, man, Congress is over 100 years old in office. Why? And no one can explain to me why. So, yeah, either she is a robot or someone wearing a mask, but that is not who you think it is.
In addition, we're making the biggest investment ever to deal with the climate crisis. I know you all know there's no climate problem.
That part.
I know you know that. So I spent a lot of time in Arizona, New Mexico, California, all through, flew up and down the state with your governor and those wildfires. I know they just happen.
Message. All those wildfires, they just happen. Isn't it funny how they keep on saying that the fire came from Quebec and Canada, and yet everyone in Canada is acting like we're crazy. They keep on saying our forest is not on fire. Who's telling y'all this? Because it's not on fire. All right, Sway.
Luggage from Harry Reid International Airport. The 8 News Now investigators learning a felony warrant has been issued for Sam Brinton, a deputy assistant secretary in the Biden administration. Now he's accused of a similar crime in the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport. This is a developing story.
That was okay. I really have no words. I will be looking into that further, but okay. That threw me all off guard.
Всем известно, что Бонов съебался в Польшу. До Польши я наконец-то доехал, блядь. Сейчас жду, блядь, подтянется Сергей Аркадьевич, блядь, и мы будем праздновать.
Message. I told y'all before, man, Ukraine is Nazis. When when Putin said that, Ukraine is controlled by a bunch of neo-Nazis, everybody just started looking around like Nazis, but they're Jews. They can't be Nazis. There you go. There it is right there in front of you. What do you have to say now? What do you have to say now? I'm telling you, bruh, I hope that Russia wins. I really do. I hope that after he beats Ukraine, that he invades Israel. I really do. So we can end this whole Nazi bullshit.
Proud of the Democrats, and you've never seen, none of us have seen anything like this. Disrespect for the institution in a most cavalier, frivolous way.
Thank you very much.
In the words of the imp from Game of Thrones, when he told Cersei, you have perfected the art of tearing up paper. And just because you tear up paper doesn't mean that the message is gone. You feel me? They have been violating the Constitution for a very long time. So, why, you feel me? Why pay attention to anything? I think Nancy Pelosi, she's either a Skull and Bone Freemason or she's part of the Duvalier Freemasons. I'm not really too sure. Again, I wanted to end it with that because you have to understand that is a 16-foot long truck trying to make a 90-degree turn, trying to go through, I think, 10 inches of thick rose steel gate. What force and power was he going to get from making that down? I don't know what else to tell y'all, bro. That was a whole ritual to inform you that the Nazis are in control. I'm telling you, watch. They're gonna come out and they're gonna say, are there Nazi spies in the White House? Don't be fooled. They've been there since the 1930s. And learn your Freemasonic houses. Learn that shit. So this has been Fat Man Buddha with another. Hopefully you got some information. Hopefully you can start a conversation that is outside of the norm. And hopefully you've just been, informed about things that's outside of your normal thought barrier, man. That you want to say out loud, but you're scared that nobody agrees, man. Trust me, I probably agree with you a lot more than you think, man. But this has been Fat Man Buddha. Thank you for chilling with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.